So, where did you grow up?
Inglewood, California, and half of my life in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Crazy, right? Two totally different sides of the speculum world. It's just insane.
So, Inglewood, I'm more familiar with that.
Yes.
Kind of a rough area.
It is.
There's different parts of Inglewood. Some are a little bit rougher than others. I used to stay in Inglewood at one point on Lime Street.
Really?
Yeah, well, with my friends. Like when I used to come out here, I used to stay with them.
Wow.
On Lime Street, and
You don't catch me as the Lime Street type of guy.
Well, car got broken into once or twice.
Okay.
On
Yeah.
Lime
He's
Street.
like, I learned my lesson.
So, how rough was the Inglewood that you grew up in?
I don't remember it being rough because I was such a young child. I was so young. I grew up in Inglewood, and it's all that I knew. So rough was what I knew. So if it was rough, I didn't know it was rough, baby. I didn't realize it was rough until I came over here to Hollywood, or until I realized there was a valley. Let's keep it real. I've been born and raised in California all my life, full native, but I didn't know the valley existed until I was about 19 and got into adult films.
Really?
Isn't that interesting? Didn't even know it existed.
So you were just staying in Inglewood, Culver City, that area the whole time?
I wouldn't say Culver City, just Inglewood.
Just Inglewood. Okay.
Just Inglewood. And then we had a death in my family. My grandfather ended up dying, who was the breadwinner of the house, who took care of the household, man of the house. And when he left, my mother didn't know what to do with all the children and so forth and so on. So she kind of sent me away because I was the youngest, and I was kind of not understanding what was going on, and I was making it very difficult for her to, take care of everything. So I ended up going to Nebraska. So that's where I got that whole Nebraska Midwest kind of talking swag.
So how long were you in Nebraska?
Fourth and fifth year in elementary, fourth and fifth grade. Sophomore in high school. And then I got my first apartment there when I was 19 because I thought, why wouldn't I? It's so cheap. It was like $600 a month.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you moved to California afterwards?
I did, once I was able to realize that I could make it out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Inglewood is kind of known for its gang presence.
Yes.
Were you at all involved in that?
I was too young, baby, no. Now, my family's from Venice Shoreline Crips, if you really want to know, but
okay.
But no, it wasn't in my perspective. I was too busy throwing balls and jumping on my brother's back, and those are really my elementary adolescent days. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then you moved to Nebraska while you got older.
Yes.
But you said your family was in it. Mm-hmm. How deep were they in it?
Oh, they were deep in it. My aunties and uncles are OGs.
Yeah.
Everybody's OGs, baby.
You've lost people in your family?
I have my brother. Mm-hmm.
I
lost my brother.
Killed?
See crazy, yes. Rest in peace.
Okay. What was the situation around his death?
Honestly, they were actually young kids, like 19 or so forth, and they were all actually gang affiliated. It doesn't really matter the fact of what happened because it wasn't a gang affiliated thing that happened where he died. They were just kids playing around Russian Roulette, thinking that was fun.
They were playing Russian Roulette.
Yes, and he lost.
So
good plan.
Russian Roulette is they take a revolver, they put a bullet in the revolver, they spin it, and then they put it up to their head and press the trigger.
Press the trigger. Yeah.
Right.
Now, me as a kid in particular, I wouldn't decide to do anything like that, but I guess my brother thought that was okay to do, and it was fun, and gave him a rush, and that rush took his life.
Had he done it before?
I don't know. I was when he died, I was 7, 9.
Okay.
I don't know. I was so young.
Do you know if there were drugs involved?
That I don't know either.
Don't know.
Everything was. These are things that happened so many years ago, and I smoke so much weed because I do drugs. No. Only 420 friendly. That's it.
That's crazy.
But I forget so much. So no, I don't remember much of the details of the story, baby.
That's sad though. Mm-hmm. That's sad to have a death that is just so unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no one to be mad at. Mm-hmm. There's no one going to jail.
Right.
There's no anger that you could direct.
You can't blame anybody.
You can't blame anyone. It's just he just decided to play
a game,
a deadly game,
a very deadly game. Isn't that interesting?
Did you know the people around him that were playing with him?
Like I said, I was too young. I don't really remember. I know my sister remembers more than I do, which is crazy because she's younger than I am. But she remembers, I think one of them was his best friend or something. I don't know. They were friends of his. Everyone was playing the game, so yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Sad. You know, I'm sorry for your loss.
That's all right, Bubba.
But why would Dre put me in it?
Okay.
I mean, because if they start from where they start from, I was just a quiet girlfriend who got beat up and told to sit down and shut up.
Me personally, I do as well because, I mean, even to this day, none of his kids, none of his baby mamas, his mistresses, anybody, nobody has came up with HIV or nothing like that. So, I mean, just rationally thinking, some had to go on.